45 seconds into the game, and Tottenham in possession at the moment. And now Tottenham in possession down this near side. Cross blocked by Arsenal. Lively start from Tottenham. Good atmosphere in the ground, guys. Tottenham with a cross-field pass, but it's intercepted by Arsenal at the back, and now they look to get a bit of possession. Tottenham having the majority of possession in the first 2 minutes, but now Arsenal with a bit of possession. Just bear with me a second, guys. We'll come to the chat in a second. Please do drop your comments in. It'd be great to hear from you. So just to keep you guys up to date with what is going on around the grounds, obviously we had the earlier kickoffs which finished Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 1, Fulham 0. But we also have an interesting game going up in Scotland in the other semi-final of Scottish League Cup, which is currently 71 minutes in, and it's Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1. So that's quite significant. That game is tied level at the minute. Celtic are waiting to find out who they will face in the final. Arsenal in possession at the minute at the back, midway inside the Tottenham half, but coming under extreme pressure from Tottenham, who are defending from the front. And now Arsenal switch it out to this near side as they look to get into the Tottenham box. Saka in possession, but he's just lost it to a bit of a clumsy tackle from the Tottenham player, and now they're in the box. But Tottenham managed to regain possession and now try to clear their lines as they look to push up the field. Quite active start this one, guys. Tottenham now looking to break on Arsenal down this near side, with a cross coming into the box, but it's intercepted by Arsenal, and it's come out on the far side, on this near side, for a throw-in. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. PFC_DY4 is Dylan. How's it going, mate? Great to see you. Sorry, I've just removed your comment there. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm good, thanks, mate. Great. Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? Hopefully you're all right. Let us know if you've got a score prediction for this one, Dylan. Obviously, I know you're a massive football fan, and your team being Portsmouth, which is fair enough. But this is an interesting one for the neutral, innit? This, guys, with the North London derby. So, Dylan, I'd love to hear your thoughts, or at least the score prediction, what you think this one's going to be like. Dylan also saying, sorry for not getting involved in the lives recently, mate. I've been pretty busy, so haven't had much time. Apologies. No worries, mate. I've been quite busy this week myself. Through the week, I only didn't manage to stream as much as I'd like to through the week through work commitments, but that's just something that I have to keep grinding out until we get a bit further along. No worries, Dylan. Not necessary for you to apologise, mate. But I appreciate the gesture, and yeah, like I say, mate, was quite active yesterday. Yesterday was some decent streams. Did do the Pompey v Bolton live stream, and also the semi-final of the Scottish League Cup with involving Celtic and Falkirk, which was quite good. We've got always appreciate whatever support you guys can give, mate. So never necessary to apologise, but like I say, mate, I do appreciate the gesture. Arsenal in possession at the moment on this near side with Saka. And now they switch the play over to the far side. But it's headed back. And Arsenal regain possession midway inside the Tottenham half. And just passing it about at the back on the halfway line at the minute. Just inside the Tottenham half of the pitch. And now Tottenham regain possession at the back as Arsenal look to get forward. We could see a mistake here. And, yeah. Tottenham getting themselves in all sorts of trouble at the back there. And now Arsenal really probing in just inside the box. Tottenham getting themselves in all sorts of trouble there. And Arsenal did actually get a shot on goal there in the middle of all that. But Lloris managing to save the ball and keep Tottenham from conceding an early goal. 7 minutes in, guys, and it's quite tasty early on. Dylan is saying, I think this will be very bad. Will be a very back and forth game, but a goal fest. I'm saying Arsenal 4, Tottenham 3. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, it could. Hopefully you're right, mate. It'd be absolutely awesome if we get if we get a bit of a goal fest. Because the last few streams we've done, let's be honest, there's not been loads and loads of goals. So yeah, it would be nice to have a game with plenty of goals today. That would be absolutely awesome. So I hope you're right with that one, Dylan. I'm going to say, Dylan's going for 4-3 Arsenal. I'm going to say, what scoreline should I go with? I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I'm not sure if that's more with my heart than my head, to be honest, because it would be nice to see, obviously, plenty of goals. But I'm also kind of hoping that a little bit that Arsenal maybe drop some points just so that it makes the title race a bit more interesting. Nothing against Arsenal, but I love to see the title race go right to the end of the season. So maybe I'm thinking with my heart more than my head there. But yeah, I'll go for a 2-2 draw. But yeah, Dylan being brave there with a 4-3 prediction. So that's going to be interesting to see if we get anywhere near that kind of amount of goals. Dylan is also saying, sorry, meant to say Arsenal. Yeah, no worries. I think you did say Arsenal, didn't you? Yeah, I think you did, mate. I think you did say Arsenal, mate. But thanks for trying to clarify, mate. Appreciated. A bit of a rum challenge there from a Tottenham player on Arsenal. And now Arsenal with a free kick. So we'll see how that goes in a second. We're just coming up to 10 minutes into the game, guys. If you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. So Arsenal with a free kick here, just outside of the Tottenham box. And it's a good angle, this guy's really good angle. Almost directly in front of the goal. I'd say it's about 30 yards, maybe 35 yards out. And it's not a shot, it's a cross into the box. It's headed on and it's over the bar. So Tottenham will restart the game. Dylan, PFC _DY4, Dylan saying, great performance by Bolton yesterday, fully deserved win. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good game from Bolton, to be fair, mate. I was actually, obviously, as you know, I'm a Bolton fan, so of course, obviously, I'm going to want my own team to win. But I was a bit surprised. I can totally understand why you guys, Portsmouth fans, really frustrated with your team, because I thought in midweek, the game obviously we played in the EFL Trophy. I thought your team in the midweek gave a decent account of themselves. You did what was needed to be done in a cup game. You kept the scoreline tight. Obviously, you didn't get the result that you would be wishing for, but obviously, I've been talking to another Portsmouth fan as well about this, who thought that you guys played bad on. I think was it Tuesday night we played in the EFL Trophy. I think it was, wasn't it? And yeah, I've been talking to a Portsmouth fan. Thought you guys played bad on Tuesday. I personally didn't think you guys did that bad on Tuesday. I thought you did what was needed to be done in an away game, in a cup game. It's a cup game. You're playing away from home. So what do you do when you're playing away from home? You keep it tight, keep the score line down, and hope to get a break. Now, obviously, you didn't get that break and didn't manage to level it up, but the team did do what was required in a cup game to keep it tight, to give you a chance. And that's the bare minimum any fan can ask from the team. Yeah, it might not have been the best performance, but you did what was required for a cup game. But yesterday, mate, I can definitely see why the Portsmouth fans are very frustrated, because considering that was your first team yesterday, that was really, really disappointing in spells of that game. I'm not saying it was the worst performance. But it's totally understandable why Portsmouth fans are disheartened with the effort from the first team at the minute. Yes, Bolton was pretty strong yesterday. We did put in a great effort and performance. But I thought Portsmouth could have done a little bit better in that one yesterday, considering considering the fact that you kept it tight in midweek in the cup. I didn't actually notice exactly how many team changes you made yesterday compared to the cup, but like I say, watching yesterday's performance from the Portsmouth team, it is understandable why there's an extreme amount of frustration from the Portsmouth fans, because at spells yesterday it did look like some of the Portsmouth players down tools a little bit, especially towards the end of the second half. A lot of huffing and puffing and frustration being shown by the players, rather than just getting their heads down and trying to get themselves back in it. You never want to see players huffing and puffing, because that's kind of a sign that they've accepted the defeat. And obviously, from any fan's point of view, that's never nice to see. We got Arsenal into the Tottenham box with Saka. Oh, and it's a goal. Oh, it's a goal. It's crept in at the near post. Saka's taken a shot from this. Well, it looked like a cross. He's come in from this near side, really close to the post. It looked like he's tried to cross it or chip it over the keeper, but the keeper's managed to, or tried to get hold of the ball, and it's ricocheted off the keeper and gone straight back into the back of the net. Just watching the replay here now to work out exactly what happened there, guys. If you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. Yeah, Saka has just come in from the left-hand side and just blasted it towards goal. He's got no right to score from there, but he's blasted it straight at the goalkeeper, the Tottenham goalkeeper, Laureus, and it's stunned him a little bit. And it's ricocheted off him. And ended up in the back of the net. So an early goal there for Tottenham. For Arsenal. Just 14 minutes, roughly 14 minutes, and Arsenal in the lead. So there we go, guys. We've already got an early goal, so we'll see how the game progresses. But as 15 minutes in, and it's Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. Who'd have thought that goal would have gone in? That was honest. He had no right to score from there, but. 10 out of 10 for Saka's effort and ingenuity there to create something out of nothing. He didn't even have much support in the box there from his teammates, but he still managed to get the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, thanks for that, Dylan. Stevie Allen, how's it? Hi, Gaz and Dylan. How's it going, Stevie? Great to see you, mate. Thank you very much for getting involved in the chat. Always appreciate all the hard work you do behind the scenes, mate. Keeping the chat positive for the fan den community. Dylan also saying, hi, Stevie. How are you? Hope you are well. Thanks for that, Dylan. Always appreciated you guys making the effort to be positive and friendly with Stevie, the moderator. Um, just had an attempt for Tottenham up the other end of the pitch, but ends up with the goalkeeper. And now Arsenal build again from the back. Guys, if you're just joining us, like I say, please do hit that like button. Drop your comments in the chat. We are not a club channel. We are very much a fan channel. And we want fans of all clubs to feel welcome and a part of what we're trying to do. So the best way you can do that, guys, is get involved in the chat. And you can also follow us on social media and get involved in stuff that we're doing. Stevie saying, yeah, all good. Thanks, mate. How's you? Thanks, Stevie. I'm just going to jump past that one. Dylan saying the problem is, mate, the game against Bolton on Tuesday, we played a young team. Yeah, I kind of guessed that you'd play a younger team, but a bit disappointing that the young. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. We've got Tottenham on the edge of the box here now. Oh, and the shot comes in from Son on that far side. But the keeper's equal to it. I don't know how Son didn't get flagged for offside there, because it did look like he was offside, but the linesman's not flagged it, and the keeper keeps it out, and Tottenham managing to keep possession and now trying to build again for another opportunity, and just moving the ball about amongst themselves in midfield at the moment. Yeah, like I say, mate, I did think that you guys would make some team changes. Obviously, I did. I'd like to say the stream I did on Saturday was very last minute because of work. So luckily, I managed to do it because my lovely Mrs. Becky was able to set up all the stream for me while I was at work. So literally, I walked in from work, I quickly freshened up and straight onto the stream. So I didn't have a lot of time to actually take too much notice of team news. But yeah, like I say, that is understandable, mate. Tottenham in possession now, midway inside, just on the halfway line, and they're just passing it amongst themselves. And now a long ball forward, but it's intercepted by Arsenal at the back. And now Arsenal back in possession as they move the ball out to the far side of the pitch and look to push up the field. Arsenal still on that far side, and now they're pushing down the field, but Tottenham intercept with a challenge, and they regain possession and now look to move back up the other end of the field. Although they've now switched to play and pass back to their keeper to move the ball over to this near side, but they lose it very quickly. And now Arsenal and Tottenham really got to watch themselves here. This is the second time where they've lost it at the back in these first 20 minutes, and they're going to keep getting themselves in all sorts of problems. And a cross comes into the box, but it's cleared by Tottenham, but it's only as far as just outside the box. And now Arsenal pick it up again and look to create another chance. They're just passing it amongst themselves. Tottenham being looking very nervous at the back at the minute when they're in possession. So maybe they need to not be looking to build from the back, because Arsenal looking to pounce and defend from the front in numbers very quickly. They put Tottenham under pressure a few times when they've had possession at the back, and Tottenham have lost possession at least twice in these early stages. So they'll have to keep an eye on how that develops. But yeah, Arsenal now with a long ball down the field on this near side to Saka, but intercepted by Tottenham, who then managed to try to deflect the shot off of Saka, and it goes out for a throw-in on this near side. Dylan is saying we made 11 changes. I didn't actually realize, like I say, mate, I didn't realize I didn't get enough time. I didn't get enough time to study the team news. Literally, like I say, I walked in from work, quickly freshened up, and it was time to do the stream. So, but like I say, I can understand why you guys were frustrated with the team at the minute, mate, because your first 11 as I say, they did seem to at spells show too much frustration in that game instead of showing energy to get back in it yesterday. But I thought a good performance on Tuesday, a respectable performance on Tuesday, considering it's an away game for you guys. But yeah, like I say, keep getting told off Pompey fans that the owner is spending money on infrastructure and buying up land around the club and stuff like that, but not spending money on the team. And that is becoming a common statement that's coming from a lot of the Portsmouth fan community. So, like I say, I'll be keeping an eye on that and maybe do it. Like I say, we'll maybe try and cover that in the future. And I did actually try and get a Portsmouth fan on yesterday with me, but the shot coming in from Arsenal there, and Lorius has managed to get a hand to it, and it's gone out on this near side for a corner. But a really good shot there from Arsenal on the edge of the box. But yeah, that was a really good effort there from Arsenal on the edge of the box. But yeah, like I say, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but yeah, totally understandable. After watching the first team yesterday, I kind of get now why you guys are very frustrated with what's going on at your club. The corner comes in and it's headed clear, but only as far as the edge of the box. And now Tottenham pick it up and look to try and clear it further, but it's gone out on the far side for a throw-in to Arsenal, level with the edge of the Tottenham goal box. 20, just coming up to 23 minutes, guys. If you're just joining us, it's Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. So it looks like we could see a long throw here. Yep, a long throw into the box from Arsenal. Oh, that's a really good long throw as well, right into the melee of players. But it's ricocheted back out. Another cross comes in from Arsenal, and then it's cleared again, and then headed back into the box, but cleared again. But Arsenal pick it up now at further up the field, but they've lost it to Tottenham, and then Tottenham have run it out of off the pitch on this near side. Dylan saying our first team only play league games. Yeah, I know. I think you've told me that a couple of times now, Dylan. I don't like I say I don't understand why. Obviously, if the first team's not turning up, then maybe the manager should be mixing it and chucking in a few of the younger players if they're putting in a better performance. But yeah. Thanks for that, Dylan. Oh, and an opportunity here for Arsenal. And another shot. Oh, what a shot. That was a shot from outside the box, and it's literally the goalpost is still shaking from that, guys. That was a beautiful shot right from outside the box from Thomas, and it's literally, I think it's took the paint off the goalpost there. What a cracking shot. And it's deflected away. But that was a really beautiful shot there from about 25 yards out from Arsenal's point of view. Now Tottenham now back in possession, deep in their own half, and they need to not mess about with it here because we've seen them. They've just done it again. Tottenham have lost possession again, deep in their own half. Why are they trying to play out from the back with the press that Arsenal are doing? Arsenal using pressing from the front. They've got all their attacking players really sharp and closing the spaces. So I don't understand. It's clearly obvious that Tottenham's struggling to deal with that front press. So why don't they get it further up the pitch before they start passing it amongst themselves? They keep losing possession deep in their own half, and if they're not careful, that could cost them. But yeah, thanks for that, Dylan. Like I say, mate, you have told me that before. I don't understand why the manager not chucking in some of the younger lads if the first team players are not doing what is required. We've got a free kick for Arsenal on this near side, very close to the edge of the pitch. And guys, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in. It'd be great to hear from you. I'll come back to the comments in a moment. Cross comes in and it's headed clear of the box. But Arsenal now pick it up again, and it's out on this near side with Saka. and Tottenham managing to regain possession with a bit of a clumsy tackle, but they're back in possession now, and they're still taking the chance of passing it about deep in their own half of the pitch, and that if they're not careful, that could cost them because they've not looked comfortable passing it about amongst themselves at the back. But now they managed to get up to the halfway line and pushing up the field now with loads of space to run into as Arsenal sit off, and Tottenham switch the ball out to that far side now and lose possession, and now Arsenal pick it up again. But now Arsenal have lost it, and Tottenham regain possession and move it back to the halfway line as they look to build again. And now passing the ball amongst themselves on the halfway line. Joey, hi all. How's it going, Joey? Great to see you, mate. Always a pleasure to have you involved, and great to see you in the chat, mate. Hope you're having an enjoyable weekend, mate. And did you enjoy your pint last night? Hopefully you had a nice couple of beers and managed to console yourself a little bit with the disappointment of your team yesterday. Tottenham still in possession on that far side, and now they've switched the ball back into midfield. And now out to this near side with a cross into the box, but it's deflected away by Arsenal. But Tottenham managing to keep possession, and now they're on the edge of the Tottenham of the Arsenal box, and now move the ball out to this near side, but looking to get across, and Arsenal coming in with a sharp tackle there to knock the ball out of play for a throw-in to Tottenham. Tottenham now take the throw-in and keep the possession a bit further up the field as they now look to move the possession. And why they've done that Tottenham had the perfect opportunity there to keep Arsenal pressed, but they've moved the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. And they want to watch that because they've, like I say, guys, they have lost possession a couple of times at the back in the early stages of the game, Tottenham, with Arsenal pressing from the front well. Now they've lost it again on that far side, and Arsenal now looking to break on them as they now get into the box with a nice pass, and a cross comes in, but no Arsenal player there to get on the end of it, and Tottenham head it away, and it's gone out further up the pitch on the far side for a throw-in. So thanks, Joey. Great to see you, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. Lionel Thompson, how's it going, mate? Hello, guys. Love the jumper. Might be offside. The goal for Arsenal. It's. I don't know that goal that they've scored has stood. I'm not sure if there was a question for offside. I can't remember now. But no, it stood, mate. So I'm not sure if you're talking about that one or one of the earlier opportunities. But always a pleasure to see you, Lionel. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved in the stream, mate. A bit of head tennis going on at the minute, guys, between the two teams midway inside the Tottenham half of the pitch. But now Arsenal managing to get the ball down and now look to probe Tottenham's defence again. And they moved the ball out to this near side. Cross comes in. Arsenal managing to keep possession, but cut after needing to come back outside the box to do so. But under pressure from Tottenham here with some good defending there from Tottenham as Tottenham now regain possession deep inside their own half. And even Harry Kane coming back really deep here to help out his defence. Tries to clear the ball up the field, and Arsenal regain possession. Is that a sign of the way the game's going, guys? Seeing Harry Kane coming so far deep there to try and get some possession of the ball for his team. It ain't quite worked out like that for him as Arsenal now back in possession and just passing it amongst their defenders on the halfway line. Dylan is saying our fans were singing League Two, where we're on our way, and it's very much a possibility. Well, let's hope it's not that drastic, mate. Let's hope it's not that drastic. Um, Plenty of football still to be played for you guys to improve results. But yeah, big question marks needing to be asked about your first team. But not just the first team, I think the ownership as well. We can't keep blaming all the issues at the club on the manager, mate. There has to become a point where after a number of managers taking the job, it has to be questions asked of the ownership. Tottenham Tottenham managing to keep Arsenal at bay at the minute, but Arsenal with plenty of possession, and now they've a foul on that far side has resulted in a free kick for Arsenal. I think it's about 35 yards out from goal. But yeah, like I say, Dylan, plenty of football to be played, mate. So try and keep the faith. Dylan PFC _ DY4. Dylan also saying hi, Joey and Lionel. Hope you're both well. Nice one, Dylan. Nice to see you guys talking amongst yourself. Same with Lionel, top man. Lionel also saying hi, Stevie, Dylan, and Joey. Top man, Lionel. Nice of you guys. Always great to see you guys making the effort to get to know each other. Like I said, that's part of the Fandom project. To build a positive fan community, and help you guys meet other good fans along the way. The free kick taken for Arsenal into the box, but it was cleared, and eventually it ended up with the goalkeeper. Not really much to say about that. It was a bit of a wasted opportunity, really, for Arsenal in what was a very good position, but they still managed to keep possession. From the clearance by Lloris further up the field. And now Arsenal looking to build again. Tottenham very much on the back foot at the moment, guys. But will it stay like that? I think we'll see steam coming out of Conte's ears if this carries on like this, because obviously he's a very ambitious manager, and he probably will not settle very much for Tottenham being boxed in like this. But nice one, Lionel. Lionel also saying, unbelievable, Dylan, from promotion challenges at the top at the start of the season to now potentially relegation battle. Like I say, guys, there's still plenty of football to be played. So let's hope Pompey start to pick up some points and get themselves in a better position in the league. Tottenham's still not able to gain much possession at the minute, guys. Arsenal having the majority of it, and now they're looking to move down that far side. They're just passing it about and probing Tottenham for weaknesses, and now it's resulted in another foul on that far side, and a Tottenham player booked. I think it's Kulishtik, Kolasinac, or however you pronounce it. Apologies, guys, but I think you know what I mean. But yeah, a bit of a sliding tackle there, and I wouldn't say any malice in it, nothing nasty in it, guys. Just a bit more, if anything, just clumsy, just a clumsy challenge. But yeah, like I said, guys, with regards to Portsmouth, plenty of time to improve results as the season progresses. So yeah, sorry, it was Christian Romero who received the yellow card for the clumsy challenge, and now we've got a free kick for Arsenal. I'd say it's on the far side and almost level with the edge of the centre circle. Just waiting. Oh, just waiting for this free kick to have taken. And it's sorry, guys, just bear with me. Got technical gremlins here. Just it's All right, so the free kick taken, wasted opportunity. Now, we just had a second goal, guys. Tottenham trying to get up the pitch there, and they've lost possession midway inside the Tottenham, the Arsenal half. Arsenal have hit Tottenham on the counter attack down this near side with Saka. And Saka with a ball towards the box, on the edge of the box, and the on-running Arsenal player has slotted it home beautifully. So it's now Arsenal 2-0 up. And sorry, guys, I missed that then because the technical gremlins giving me a bit of a headache there. So apologies about that, guys. So, yeah, Tottenham finding themselves 2-0 down early on. Sorry, I'll say early on. We're almost over half an hour into the game now. So, Tottenham really with work to do in this one. And now Arsenal in possession and still probing the Tottenham defence. Tottenham really struggling to get any kind of possession so far, guys. But the midway at the minute, Arsenal midway inside the Tottenham half, and just passing it about with such confidence. And you can see when you're watching this, guys, just what it does to a team when they're at the top of the table. The confidence is oozing out of the Arsenal players, and Tottenham, like I say, really struggling to get any kind of meaningful possession at the moment. Just coming up to 38 minutes in, guys. And it's if you just joined us, it's Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. And Tottenham managing to push Arsenal back a little bit, but the question is that a ploy from Arsenal as well to suck Tottenham out of their own half to create more space? Just to let you guys know what's going on in the other game that's being played that's important, which is the semi-final in the Scottish League Cup. It's currently 1, Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1, and that's the semi-final game, guys. And it's gone to extra time. That game kicked off at 3:00. So just to keep you guys up to date with that, it's still 1-1 Rangers Aberdeen. So we'll keep you guys up to date with what's going on in that game. Tottenham still not able to get any kind of possession. Arsenal just really looking the stronger of the two teams now. They've got that 2-0 lead. And the confidence, like I say, you can see it with the swagger of the way that Arsenal players are passing and moving the ball around the pitch. They're currently in possession on the halfway line. And they've just actually lost it to Tottenham. An opportunity here for Tottenham to get a bit of possession and maybe threaten the Arsenal goal as they move the ball down that far side. And they've lost it again. That's what I mean. Tottenham just look bereft of ideas at the minute, guys. And it's gone out on that far side for a throw into Tottenham. And we can see that Conte on the touchline looking quite animated. Dylan is saying, me and some other Pompey fans were discussing potential League Two away games next season. It's very much a possibility, especially if players keep leaving at the current rate. Well, like I say, mate, still plenty of football to be played. We're just about halfway through the season. So you were at the top of the league near the start of the season. You dropped down the league, but there's still a good half of the season to be played yet. So you could climb back up the league yet, mate. So I think it's a bit premature to be talking about League Two football. I understand your frustration and the Portsmouth fan community being frustrated, mate. But like I say, it's still plenty of time for you guys to improve results. Maybe it's time for the Pompey fans to get behind the team in numbers at the next home game and let them know, let the first team know that it's not acceptable to keep putting in lackluster performances. The unity of the fans can do that. We've got a free kick for Arsenal on the edge of the Tottenham area. I'm just bear with me a second, guys. Just want to try and work it out how far from goal it is. Literally, it is on the edge of the technical area of Tottenham's goal mouth. So I'd say maybe 20 yards out, something like that. It's nearer to this near side of the pitch, so a real great opportunity for a direct shot or a cross, whichever the Arsenal player decides to go with. We'll see in a moment. But we've got double line here, guys. We've got a line of Arsenal players in front of a line of Tottenham players, so a double wall there. But the shot comes in and it's ricochets off the Tottenham wall and ends up further up the pitch with the Arsenal goalkeeper. And now he with a long pass across to the other side of the field. To Arsenal trying to pick it up, but they've lost it to Tottenham. And now Tottenham looking to try and push up the field, but they've sloppy pass to this near side from Tottenham, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you, and hit that like button and consider subscribing if you're new. Like I said, I've said it a number of times, don't really want to keep repeating myself, but obviously with new fans dropping in and out, it's important to mention it, that we are not a club channel. We are very much a fan channel, and we're trying to build something very unique for the true football fan community that care about the future of the game. So if that sounds interesting to you, please do consider subscribing, and you can also follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Tottenham in possession on that far side, but they've now lost it to Arsenal, and then Arsenal are punished by the referee with Tottenham awarded a free kick. But we were debating it yesterday, weren't we, guys, about Harry Kane, whether he should move on, and this performance is indicating that maybe he should think about moving clubs, because it's not looking very positive for him to win a trophy with Tottenham, and he showed his loyalty to the club. And maybe it's time for Tottenham to accept that they're not going to win a trophy whilst Harry Kane's at the club, and should give him the opportunity to go elsewhere and potentially win a trophy. But only time will tell. But off this performance, I think Harry Kane would be well within his rights to look elsewhere to try and have some success winning something before he retires. But only time will tell with that one, guys. It's an ongoing debate. Lots of fans are debating it. I'm not saying he should leave. I'm just saying that it's been an interesting debate that's been going on for quite a while. And based on this performance, it definitely would be worth him thinking about it. Arsenal fans in full voice in the away end, singing loud and proud and taunting the Tottenham fans. Now Arsenal in possession deep inside their own half of the pitch as they look to move the ball up the field, and they do with a ball up to halfway line, kept in possession by Arsenal, under pressure from Tottenham, and they look to push further up the field. Now they're midway inside the Tottenham half, just passing it amongst themselves. And now they move the ball out to this near side to Saka. And then switch it back again. This is what I mean. The confidence in Arsenal's play is amazing, guys. Just shows what it can do to a team when they're on a winning run like this and flying high at the top of the table. Tottenham have been awarded a free kick just outside their own box for a bit of another clumsy challenge from an Arsenal player. Just seeing that the Arsenal player literally praying to the referee there for him to not punish him. The free kick is taken, but Tottenham not making the most of it, and they lose the possession now to Arsenal. We've just got Saka down on this near side from another challenge. it happened quickly, so I'm not able to tell you whether it was a vicious challenge. Just seeing the replay now. Yeah, just Saka's tried doing a little bit of trickery there with the ball, and he's surrounded by Tottenham players on both sides, and they've ended up tripping him over as they've tried to put a challenge in to win the ball back, and it results in a yellow card for the Tottenham player and a free kick for Arsenal. So Arsenal now build it again. Dylan is saying, me and some. Oh, yeah, sorry, I read that comment, didn't I? But yeah, like I say, mate, I think you guys just need to get down there to Fratton Park in numbers, and maybe the fans coming together in numbers, showing the Pompey first team to let them know that fans are not going to accept what's going on at the club, and it's time that the players stepped up. Or maybe even that somebody within the club should come out and expose what's going on behind the scenes if something is going on that's causing disharmony in the team. Tottenham with a cross into the box here from that far side, and it's ricocheted off the Arsenal goalkeeper and gone out behind for a goal, for a corner. But that came about there from a nice bit of play on that far side for Tottenham, and like I say, it looked like a cross, but it's come in at such ferocity. Oh, and I think Harry Kane actually managed to get a head on that, but it came in with such speed, and the corner taken now into the box, and Tottenham with Tottenham wasting that opportunity, and now we've got a Tottenham player. We've got it all going off, guys. Sorry, there's a lot going on here. Just bear with me a second. We've got a Tottenham player on the pitch injured. We've got a lot of the players coming together. Luckily, no pushing and shoving at the minute, but it's getting a bit heated. The opportunity for Tottenham, the player took the shot, and as he's took the shot, he's just blasted it miles past the goal. But as he's took the shot, he's received a challenge from one of the Arsenal players, which resulted in him getting a bit of a meaty challenge on the shin, and he went down. But the referee's managed to calm it all down, and he's blown the whistle for half time. So at half time, guys, it's Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. That gives me a great opportunity. A great opportunity to catch up with some of the comments with you guys in the chat. If you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button, and don't forget, you guys, no matter what club you support, you are welcome to get involved in a fan den. Lionel saying, I am sort of expecting Spurs to win this one too, guys, because in these derbies, Spurs v Arsenal is always the home side who wins. Not always the home side who wins. But I get what you mean. I'd say probably 90% of the time it works out like that. But I wouldn't say it's all of the time. But yeah, I get what you mean, Lionel. But no, Tottenham unable to, like I said, me personally at the start of the game, I predicted a 2-2 draw. I think Dylan predicted a 4-3 win to Arsenal. So if any of you guys have got any predictions, you're welcome. It's obviously a bit later in the game now, but you're still welcome to share your prediction, how you think it will finish. But yeah, Lionel, I think at the minute Arsenal just riding the crest of a wave, and they just look really awesome on the pitch, so full of confidence, and it's going to take a team with a similar amount of confidence to give them a bit of a reality check, if you get my meaning. At the minute, can you see any other Premier League team matching Arsenal's confidence other than Newcastle? That's the question. But thanks for that, Lionel. Lionel also saying the mess Pompey are in at the moment feels so. The mess Pompey are in at the moment feels so sorry for your club. Yeah, it's disappointing, but like I said, we've been debating it on and off for a couple of weeks now, and like I say, for me, I think the fans need to give a good attendance at the next home game and let their feelings be known to the players and the manager and the board to plough some pressure on the owners to stop with their minimal investment in the team and start recognising that if they're not careful, they're going to start to lose the support of the Pompey fan community through the bad way they're running the club. But we'll be like I said, we'll try and get to that. Yesterday we did Portsmouth. We had plenty of opportunity to talk about Pompey yesterday with the Bolton. With a Bolton Pompey game that we did, but unfortunately we didn't have any Portsmouth fans turn up in that stream, so that was a bit disappointing. But not to worry. Obviously, their team was playing, so maybe that was why that a lot of Portsmouth fans choosing to watch it instead. But yeah, very concerning what's going on at Portsmouth. Absolutely. But I'm sure we'll be debating that a lot more as the season progresses. Dylan saying, hopefully the fans make their voice heard, and the right thing happens. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Lionel saying, yeah, takeover needed to be sorted. To be fair, you need Mike Ashley to buy the club. Well, I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I suppose he would be a bit of an improvement on the current ownership at Portsmouth. All I would say to the Portsmouth fans is, yes, I understand you're frustrated with your team and the owners, but be glad that you're not Oldham. Be glad that you're not Oldham. Look at the way their club's being treated by their owners. You cannot even speak to a club representative because the owner has told the club, all the club staff, not to talk to any media, any press, anybody outside of the club. If you want to speak to Oldham's club, you have to do it through a solicitor. And that doesn't get you anywhere because I've tried. Most of the time, the solicitor won't even reply. So be glad your club's not in that much of a bad position. Dylan is saying, I would take anyone at the moment. Well, like I say, be careful for what you wish for, because sometimes it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't. But like I say, I do understand the frustration. Lionel saying, how much is it to buy the Portsmouth Football Club? I'm going to stall my offer. Well, I think it'll cost you a few quid, mate. But thanks for that, Lionel. Dylan is saying, absolutely no clue. The PST sold for is that 1 million? In 2017. Yeah, I think a League One club would probably be about £1 million, depending on the state of the club and the infrastructure as well. Because obviously, some clubs have more infrastructure than other clubs, so that's always that's club assets, so that adds value. Just to let you know, guys, what's going on in the other game. In the Scottish League Cup semi-final that is currently being played. It's Rangers have taken the lead in that in extra time. It's now Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1. So just want to keep you guys up to date with that. Always want to keep an eye on other games that are progressing around the UK as well. And also, if you missed the earlier kickoffs, guys, it finished Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 1, and Fulham 0. So, yeah. But like I say, yeah, thanks for that, Dylan. I would say it's probably about £1 million in it for a League One club. Lionel saying, all jokes aside, yeah, Pompey do need anyone to take the club over. Like I say, guys, be careful what you wish for. I know the situation at Portsmouth is bad right now, but like I say, it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't. The problem is, Pompey fans need to find out why the ownership is wanting to buy up land and assets. That's something that if the Portsmouth fan community can find out the reason behind that, then that's clearly an indication of what the owner's future intentions are for the club. But yeah, thanks for that, Lionel. Lionel also saying, although probably a good option would be Mike Ashley. Well, like I say, as I don't want to keep repeating myself, but be careful what you wish for, guys. Lionel Thompson also saying, I'm happy with that Ipswich Plymouth result yesterday. because with a while left of the season, the Rams want to try and push for top two now to make progress. Yeah, absolutely, mate. But hopefully Bolton might beat you to that. I'm sorry to say, but I've got the same ambitions for my own club, mate. I would love to see my club, Bolton, push up the league and get them get into those automatic promotion places rather than the hassle of the playoffs. But yeah, absolutely, Lionel. It was good to see Plymouth drop points yesterday, so I agree with you there. Um, Lionel Thompson is also saying, take back my first comment from earlier. The goal wasn't disallowed, although I'm probably going to say 1-1 now. Yeah, I think you might have to readjust your score prediction again, mate, because, like I say, it's currently 2-0 to Arsenal. I'm just hearing in my ear that there's a lively debate going on with regards to what happened in the Newcastle Fulham game earlier on. I actually missed that game because I was out. But obviously, a clumsy challenge in the box, so that's being debated. That I can hear in my ear. Yeah, thanks for that, Lionel. Like I say, maybe you want to give us another prediction. Now it's 2-0 to Arsenal. Joey's saying, yeah, mate, a bit worse for wear today. Laugh out loud. No worries, Joey, but hopefully you had an enjoyable night. If you work hard all week, mate, so you're entitled to enjoy a Saturday night and have a few pints with your mates and the family and stuff. And yeah, that's what Sundays are for, innit, mate? Sundays are for hangovers. Although I'm not, I did have a drink last night, but not. I didn't go crazy because, like I said, I knew I'd be streaming. I suppose that's good. The good thing about building fun then is it keeps me sober because I always need to have my wits about me to be able to do live streams. I wouldn't like to come on here and do this with a hangover. I don't think I'd be anywhere near as active with my conversation if I was suffering from hangover. But yeah, hopefully, Joey, you feel a bit better tomorrow, and or should I say, much better tomorrow after a good night's sleep, mate. But thanks for that, Joey. Ankit Chubby. Chorby, apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, mate. But welcome to Fanden. Always great to see new fans coming, getting involved. How's it going? Great to see you. And like I say, let us know if you're an Arsenal fan or a Tottenham fan. Be great to hear from you, mate. And thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Like I say, always great to see new fans coming, getting involved. Stephen Allen, hi, Ankit. Um, Thanks for that, Stevie. Appreciated, mate. And yeah, always great work that Stevie does behind the scenes and keeping the chat positive. Thanks for that, Stevie. PFC underscore DY4 is Dylan saying, hi, Anki. How are you? Absolutely nice one, guys. Appreciate you welcoming new fans into the chat. It's really appreciated. Shemi Dajafari. Apologies, mate, if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Gunners win three. Win three. I presume that meaning 3-0. Is that correct, mate? I presume that's a prediction for Arsenal to win 3-0. Am I correct? Please do let me know if that's what your thoughts, mate. And thank you very much for coming and getting involved. And welcome to Football Fan Den. Always a pleasure to see new fans in the chat, as I say. Terry TV. Face red hurt. Sorry. Face red hurt shape. Well, I can't make sense of that, mate. I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm not sure. If you're going to come into conversation, mate, appreciate if you make some sense with your comment. Stevie Allen, hi. Hi, Shima. Yeah, I think Arsenal will win this one. Well, it's looking very good for Arsenal so far. Bit really disappointing for Tottenham from a Tottenham perspective. Like I said, from my point of view, guys, I'm completely neutral in this one. I have no preference over who wins. I just want to see a good game. But you would think, with how well Arsenal have been playing recently, that Tottenham would have had a better game plan than what we've seen in this first half to try and deal with the threat coming from Arsenal. But really disappointing from a Tottenham perspective, and I'm sure frustration will be coming from the Tottenham fans because yet again it's looking like a potential another season where they're going to go without any kind of silverware. Because they just get there or thereabouts, don't they, guys? But they never actually manage to actually get the results that they need to actually win a trophy. Uh, Shima Jaff did Jaff. I'm just going to call you Shima because I can't pronounce your second name, so apologies for that, Shima. But Shima saying, yeah, I'm not. I think that's in agreement that Shima thinks also it's going to be an Arsenal win. So thanks for that, Shima. Always great to have you guys share your thoughts on it, on things with regards to the game. Um, PFC underscore DY4 is Dylan saying, apologies, mate. Need to hop off. Now, apologies for not staying longer. Enjoy the rest of the game. Take care. No need to apologize, Dylan. Appreciate whenever you guys can come and get involved. And any support you guys give is always appreciated, mate. So thank you very much for coming getting involved. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon, mate. Take care. And like I say, enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate. Stevie Allen, see you later, Dylan. Cheers for that, Stevie. Top man. Joey, Arsenal doing so well this season. It's good to see. Yeah, absolutely. I've got to agree with that. I'm happy to see a different team at the top of the league. I've been getting a little bit frustrated myself the last season or two, seeing Man City dominate the top of the league so so much. So it's yeah, absolutely. I've got to agree, Joey. It's fantastic to see a different team at the top of the league. I know Liverpool have been challenging City, but in the last few seasons. But let's be honest, that you know, Man City have been kind of running away with the league a little bit the majority of the time, apart from one or two seasons where Liverpool have really tested them. But even with Liverpool managing to test them, as we've seen, Man City setting a whole new level of heights with points total. And Liverpool having being the only club challenging them. So it is great to see Arsenal up there at the top of the league, seeing a different challenge this season. Thanks for that, Joey. The second half has restarted, guys. Just kicked off the ball, and it's gone out on the far side for a throw into Tottenham. Sorry, to Arsenal. Joey is saying, "Go on, Aberdeen." Yeah, like I say, mate, it's Aberdeen currently losing at the minute. It's Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1. And we're 109 minutes into that with obviously that one has gone into extra time. If you guys are not aware, there is a semi-final League Cup game going on up in Scotland. So we will be keeping an eye on that scoreline as we go through the stream. And it has gone to extra time, that game as well. But yeah, absolutely, Joe. It would be nice to see Aberdeen have some cup success, but it's not looking good for them at the moment. Arsenal in possession on this near side, but the possession is lost to Tottenham, and now Tottenham in possession midway inside their own half of the field. Joey's saying, I think Kane should come to Liverpool. Well, yeah, that's an interesting one, mate. I definitely think he's got to consider leaving. No disrespect to Tottenham, but they've kept him. They've kept him with a promise of trying to win trophies. They've still not done that. So maybe before he's too old and he loses that extra yard of pace that is required to play at the top level, maybe Tottenham, the owners at Tottenham should be a bit more considerate and accept that they've made a lot of promises that they haven't lived up to him, and allow him to leave and move on and have an opportunity to win some silverware before it's too late. So yeah, I have to agree with that one, to be fair, mate. Bowen, Buamba, apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, mate. Buamba Shaku. Apologies, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name, mate, correctly. He's saying Arsenal on top, elbow cuff. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you're meaning by that, mate. On top, elbow cuff. Apologies, mate. If you could clarify what you mean there, it'd be appreciated. Tottenham in possession at the minute, deep inside their own half. Not much to report in 2 minutes into this second half, guys. Not much just in the first couple of minutes. I think just maybe both the teams just come out a little bit with just a little bit slightly less intensity at the minute, but we expect that to ramp up. Now Tottenham get down that far side, this near side of the pitch, get a shot in, but it's high and wide and over the bar. But Tottenham getting an early shot off in the second half, and maybe that's a sign that Conte has give them a bit of a reality check in the dressing room and a dressing down to get their act together, because that first half was really poor from Tottenham. Buamba, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, shine, Gunners, shine. Well, I take it you are a big Arsenal fan, mate, so thank you very much. A pleasure to see you come and getting involved. Really appreciated. I forgot to share the thing. I'm just going to share it, guys. Just bear with me a second. So you guys can see the team lineups. There you go. Should be able to see that now, hopefully. I'm just going to switch it so you can see me better. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see the team. Apologies, I should have put that on at the start. I need to get in the habit of doing that. It's a bad habit, but there you go, guys. You can see the teams now. But Buamba, thank you very much for that, mate. And like I say, let me know. But I am guessing you are an Arsenal fan. We've got Arsenal in possession now as they try to keep Tottenham on the back foot, but the ball is sent back to the goalkeeper for Arsenal as Arsenal looking to keep possession, and Tottenham definitely looking a bit more improved in the second half. Shot come from Harry Kane and saved by the goalkeeper, but yep, Tottenham looking a lot better in this second half. A much improvement in the first few minutes of this second half. Let's see if that continues. But yeah. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Corner to Tottenham. Corner comes in towards the near post. Headed clear. And Arsenal managed to clear it further up the pitch as they look to hit Tottenham on attack, counter-attack. But Tottenham have managed to regain possession. And now they blast it out on this near side for a throw-in to Arsenal. But yeah, Buamba, apologies. Let us know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If you're still there, mate. Thank you. Great to have you in the chat. Joey's saying, yeah, they're doing well. Buamba, absolutely nice one, Joey. You've got to be honest, they're doing really well this season. Arsenal, they come from nowhere really, and I'm glad to see Arteta having some success as well, because as I've said on previous streams, I was really frustrated as a football fan last season, hearing so many Arsenal fans calling him out and asking for him to be sacked, and we've heard nothing of the sort this season. How a few results can change fans' attitude. It's quite surprising, isn't it, with some fans? Some fans just, some fans realistic, realising it takes time to build a team, but some fans impatient. And Tottenham with a shot. They come in from that far side of the pitch, breaking into the box and trying to get a shot off, but it's gone wide of the post. And now Tottenham managing to keep possession, and they're on the edge of the box here. As they're probing Arsenal's defence, and Tottenham moving the ball out to midfield. But now we are seeing Tottenham keep some possession of the ball for the first time properly in the game. And a cross comes in from that far side. It's headed just outside the box, but Tottenham pick it up again and now look to create an angle, getting a cross into the box, and it's headed clear again by Arsenal. And now Arsenal pick it up, but lose possession again to Tottenham. Tottenham really keeping Arsenal boxed into their area here. And the cross comes in from Tottenham, and it's headed towards goal. But the Arsenal goalkeeper manages to gather it, and take the sting out of the attack from Tottenham. But good to see that Tottenham come out a lot more improved. And now so much just happened on this near side. Clearly, Arsenal trying to get up the other end of the pitch. We're now up the other end of the pitch with a player down. It's summer and nothing. Oh, it's summer and nothing. Come on. What, honest, this day and age, I wish we'd go back to the days when I was younger. We used to see true manly football, where players, treated each other with the respect that they deserved, stayed on their feet, rode challenges, and didn't look to get cheap fouls like this. Literally, honest, guys, it's a little tiny shove in the back. The Arsenal player's gone down, and he's got a free kick out of something and nothing. And I'm not a big fan of that, guys. I know it's created a potential goal-scoring opportunity, but what happened to sporting conduct, professionalism, And look, there's the opportunity wasted anyway, because the cross comes in, it's headed away, and it's gone out for a throw-in. But I'm not a fan of that. Fouls back in my day used to be genuine fouls, proper fouls, where players, put their heart and soul into it. Now we're seeing these days that players looking for cheap fouls. It was just a little nudge in the back, and it results in a free kick. It's just poor. It's poor from such, from players that we are supposed to hold in high regard as professionals. Arsenal with a corner now. The long throw is headed out by, I think it was Dyer that headed it behind, and it's gone out for a corner to Arsenal. But yeah, sorry to rant about that, guys. I like to see proper football where professional players play to a professional standard, and there's such a thing as sporting conduct. Sportsmanship's the word I'm looking for. And if you're a proper sportsman or sports lady, shall we say, in this day and age, because we don't want to be accused of discrimination, but if you're a sportsman or sports lady that's a professional, then surely, in my opinion, you should show respect to the opposition and always conduct yourself in a sportsman or sportswoman-like way, professionally, with respect for your opposition. It's not a big fan of trying to get free kicks and penalties and stuff like that by, simulation. I find it really poor. And now we have Tottenham moving the ball down this near side, and it's knocked out for a throw-in to Tottenham, and Tottenham managing to create another opportunity with a cross into the box from the throw-in, and it's cleared back towards where it came from, and now another cross comes in, and it's wide. It's actually more of a shot. That it looked like a cross, but it was a cross/shot, and it goes past the far post and out for a goal kick to Arsenal. Kieran Williams, welcome to the show, Kieran. Good win for you guys today. Always a pleasure to see you, mate, and hopefully you've had a nice weekend. Kieran saying, is it 2-1 now? No, I'm not, unless there's a goal going, unless I've got a slight delay on the game. But no, it's showing me Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2, 56 minutes gone. It's 2-1 in the. Maybe you got confused if you heard me say 2-1. It's 2-1 in the Scottish Cup. The Scottish semi-final of the Scottish League Cup is being played as well right now, and that's in extra time, and it's still 2-1 to Rangers, guys, and that's almost the full extra time being played, but it's still showing as it is being played. Arsenal in possession now down this near side. And will they get a cross in here yet? No, they pull it back, and a shot that comes in from the edge of the box. And the goalkeeper managed to save it. And now we've got an Arsenal player down in the middle of the pitch on this near side. That must have been from an earlier challenge. The referee has stopped play to check on the well-being of the player that's down on the ground. So that's a great opportunity to come to the chat and see what you guys are saying. But yeah, sorry, Kieran, if you're getting confused, mate. If I said 2-1, I was probably referring to the semi-final that's going on up in Scotland. But no, the Tottenham-Arsenal game is still 2-0 to Arsenal. 50, just coming up to 58 minutes gone, guys. Joey's saying still 2-0 at the moment. Kieran, nice one, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. Kieran Williams, okay, thought he said 2-1, then laugh out loud. Yeah, I did, Kieran. I probably did, but that was probably 2-1 in reference to the game in Scotland, the semi-final of the League Cup in Scotland. So, yes, apologies for the confusion there, Kieran, mate. Joey's saying, still buzzing about your win yesterday, Kieran. I'm guessing so. Joey's saying, gutted for Aberdeen. Yeah, absolutely, mate. But like I say, still being played, so they could still find an equaliser, but it's not looking good because we're in the final minutes of that one of added on time in extra time. And it's still 2-1. But you never know. We've seen plenty of last-minute goals in cup games before, haven't we, guys? Arsenal now in possession as they look to move the ball up the field and keep possession in their own half, playing back to the keeper. And now Arsenal build again. But Tottenham looking a bit better in this second half. But still, Arsenal looking the more superior of the two teams in possession at the moment. They just got down that far side and tried to get an opportunity, and now they've lost the ball to Tottenham, and Tottenham switch out to this near side as they look to try and catch Arsenal out with a lack of bodies back in their defence. And the Tottenham player tried to switch the play to the opposite side of the box, but he was intercepted by an Arsenal defender, and Tottenham managing to still keep possession, but now they're Arsenal have managed to get men behind the ball as Tottenham move it about on the edge of the Arsenal goal box. They move the ball out to this near side. Now back to inside to Son, and Son with a 1-2, and the cross comes in. But it's deflected away, and Tottenham trying to keep it in on this near side, and they managed to do that, but only to give possession back to Arsenal. And now Arsenal looking to hit Tottenham on the counter-attack down this near side, and Tottenham managed to get a defender to it to knock it out for a throw-in and give their players a chance to get back in a defensive formation. Joey saying, gutted for Aberdeen. Yes, sorry, I read that comment. Thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, absolutely. I think it has finished in Scotland, guys. The semi-final, full-time whistle's gone, and it has finished Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1. So it will be Celtic v Rangers in the League Cup final in Scotland. I think that's played next month. So there you go, guys. It's going to be another interesting game to watch next month. Also, the European action will be coming back next month as well. So we're going to have loads of football to get our teeth into as the weeks and months progress in the rest of the season. But a cracker coming for the fans of Scottish football in with both Rangers and Celtic making it to the League Cup final. Arsenal in possession inside the Tottenham box, but Tottenham managing to knock it clear, and it's out on this near side for a throw into Arsenal. Arsenal take the throw in quickly and now keep possession mid on the halfway line as they look to switch the play over to that far side and go again. But this time we're seeing that Tottenham are trying to close the spaces better in this second half, which they weren't doing very well in the first half. Arsenal into the box with a pass into the box for an Arsenal attacking player. Managed to get into the box and follow it, but he was also followed by a Tottenham defender, and the referee awards a free kick for the two players coming together, and it's a free kick to Tottenham. Kieran Williams saying, yeah, we needed that after the 6-3. And we've got another, sorry guys, just trying to keep an eye on the game as much as possible because obviously quite a lively one this. We've got a Tottenham player down inside the Tottenham half, just inside the Tottenham half of the pitch, not too far from the halfway line. So he's just being checked on by the medical team. Kieran saying, yeah, sorry, I just read that comment, didn't I? Yeah, we needed that after the 6-3. Like I say, mate, in football, you got to, sometimes you have to ride out the bad results, and that can sometimes give the, especially a result like that, can give the players a real kick up the backside to get motivated. To get motivated to actually put in a better performance, yeah, I'm sure, Kieran, you guys will pick up some positive results over the next few weeks. I've always, like I said, I've always thought that that your club is underachieving a little bit, and you got the potential for your club is fantastic, I think, mate. But it's up to the owners or the club itself to add the right players that give you guys the best chance of pushing and for more ambitious achievements, really. But like I say, you've certainly got a very passionate fan base. I know that the players for your club do put in the effort, so it's a question of the owners or the people that manage the club. I'm not sure. Is it owners or is it the board? Because obviously some clubs have direct owners, don't they? But some clubs have are more actually owned by board members, like a consortium type thing. So I'm not sure exactly what the ownership situation is at your club, mate. But yeah, I'd like to say I think the people that run the club need to show a little bit more ambition and ingenuity to get some players that will help you guys push for more success. Tottenham currently in possession midway inside the Arsenal half. They're just switching the play from left to right, using the midfield to move the ball from left to right across the pitch. And now a cross comes in. They switched the play. It looked like a cross coming into the box, but it was actually switching the play. And now Tottenham into the box, but unable to get the shot off because of the defending from Arsenal, and Arsenal defending in real numbers to keep the Tottenham players out. And it's ended up out on this near side for a throw-in. And Tottenham take the throw-in quickly and look to get into the box. But some good defending from Arsenal on this near side, and it's ended up again out for a throw-in. But yeah, Kieran, let us know, mate. What's the script at your club with the ownership? Is it one owner, or is it like a consortium that own the club? Be interesting to know that if you can, mate. Thanks for that. Elja Arado, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Arsenal, the King EPL. I take that you are an Arsenal fan, mate. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Always great to see new faces, as I keep saying. Yep. Well, you're on the top at the league, mate. You haven't been crowned kings yet. You've got to win it. You've got to get it over the line to win it. To actually be crowned kings of the EPL. But absolutely fantastic season so far from Arsenal. Got to give you that. But yeah, before you crown kings, you have actually got it, get it over the line. It does make me laugh that sometimes when fans have a good run. But if you watch football regular, guys, you know that yes, Arsenal are in a fantastic position. But when you watch football regular, you know that all it takes is a little blip in form, and it can all go. It can all go pear-shaped, so to speak. So I'm not saying that there's no sign of that happening at the minute with Arsenal, but we know that all it takes is a little bad run of games, maybe one or two injuries to key players, and it can all go wrong. So it kind of makes me laugh sometimes when I hear fans celebrating their club's success before they've actually achieved the success. But it's understandable why Arsenal fans are absolutely booming and buzzing with the team with their team's performance this season. I have got to be honest, it's really nice to see. But like I say, after what I saw last season and some of the unfair criticism from Arsenal fans towards Arteta, I'm also mindful of that when I see fans coming out and jumping on the glory wagon, so to speak. But like I say, true fans know that it takes time to build a team. I think it was just maybe a small percentage of Arsenal fans last season calling for Arteta to be sacked, which just didn't sit well with me. Because I'm not that kind of football fan where I think that a manager should be sacked just for a bit of a tough run of results. But some fans don't think like that. But yeah, absolutely, mate. You're well on your way to being crown kings. Arsenal now with a cross into the box and a shot, and it's ricocheted off the goalkeeper, and it's out on that far side. But Tottenham pick up the possession. But that was a great effort there for Tottenham. 69 minutes gone, guys. Still 2-2, still 2-0 to Arsenal. And now we've got a stoppage for a foul on the Tottenham player midway inside their own half of the pitch. And I think the Arsenal player's been booked, but yeah, that was a great effort for a potential goal scoring opportunity there for Arsenal. Thanks for that, LJ Arado, and welcome to Fanden. D&A Football. Fanden, big up yourself. Thank you very much, DA Football. Thank you very much. Welcome to Fanden. Great to see you, mate. I may be kind of guessing that you might be possibly an Arsenal fan or possibly Jamaican fan. But thank you very much, D&A Football. Welcome to Football Fanden, and always great to see you guys come and getting involved. I'm sure I've seen your account name before, mate. But I'm not 100% sure. But thank you very much, and yep, great to see you, mate. Thanks for coming getting involved. Tottenham in possession now on that far side. Oh, and they've lost a bit of sloppy possession. I don't know. Setting on there looked like he. I don't know if he just didn't intercept it correctly. And now Tottenham looking to make a change. I'll come back to the chat in a minute, guys. But we're just having a change at the minute for Tottenham. This is an interesting one. Doherty going off and Richarlison coming on. You got to ask the question: why didn't Richarlison start in this game? And I'm sure a lot of Tottenham fans are going to be asking that one. But yeah, thanks for that, DNA Football. Thank you very much for getting involved, mate. Great to see you. Kieran Williams is saying they will be dealt with again next week. Don't worry about that. Sorry, Kieran, you've lost me there, mate. I'm presuming maybe that's with relation to your next fixture, that comment. Um, oh, we're just seeing a bit of clumsy challenges on the far side, guys. Oh, now is it going off? Tottenham and Arsenal players coming together around the referee, and now the referee's dishing out a yellow card. I think that's gone to a Tottenham player. But yeah, it's getting a little bit heated between the players on that far side of the pitch. Arsenal looking to get up towards the Tottenham goal, and just watching the replay of that, and it's just two players coming together. There's nothing in it. If you actually watch that, I can understand why the Tottenham players are frustrated there, because that was a 50-50. The both players ended up getting their legs tangled up, and there was nothing in it. It was literally just both players eager to win the ball, and they got their legs tangled up with each other and went down, and that was it. You know, it's crazy how these referees sometimes award free kicks where it's not needed. Free kick taken short into the box. Arsenal with a shot, but it's ricocheted off the defender for Tottenham. From the Tottenham defender, and ends up on the far side, and Arsenal still in possession as they bring the ball back inside and now switch the ball out to this near side where there's more space. But Tottenham managing to close that space and get a foot in, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Tottenham on this near side. 73 minutes gone, guys, and it's still Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. But yeah, there was that challenge then I was talking about. There was it started off with two players just getting leg locked, both going for the ball and getting tangled up. And then because they didn't manage to get the ball and got tangled up, the ball ricocheted off both of them. And then another two players came together trying to win the ball after that. And it ended up with a whole host of Tottenham and Arsenal players arguing on the far side about which way the foul should go. And in the end, like I say, the referee gave the foul to Arsenal. For me, it wasn't really a foul to either team. But obviously, that's just my humble opinion. Arsenal now pick up possession deep inside their own half and clear the ball up to the halfway line. And now the referee has stopped the play for another free kick. Honest, let the game flow, guy. What honest referees that keep stopping the game for the smallest thing bug me. Let the game flow. That's we're football fans. We want to see the game flow, not referees keep stopping it just for stupid little comings together. It really frustrates me that referees should be more professional. Their job is to let the game flow and only interfere when it's absolutely necessary. We're seeing a double substitution now on the for Tottenham, guys. We're about to see two new players to Tottenham introduced. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do feel free and welcome to get involved in the chat. Be great to hear from you. I'll come back to the comments in a second. And please do hit that like button, guys. It helps more fans see the channel on YouTube. Just waiting to tell you what the subs are, if it's going to tell me. $75 and a half minutes gone, guys. Right, well, we've just had a double substitution for Tottenham. Oh, there we go. Sessegnon and Sarah coming off, and Perisic and Basuma coming on for Tottenham. I thought he wasn't going to tell me the name. Sorry, guys. I wait for the names to come up because it's sometimes difficult to guess. And I have made that mistake earlier when I was doing Fan Den, trying to guess players stood on the touchline, and I've actually got it wrong. So it's not always easy to identify the correct player when you just get a quick flash of them off the camera. So like I say, I always try to hold back now and wait for it to tell me exactly what changes have been made, so I can give you guys an accurate update. And it also means I have to correct myself less as well, doesn't it? But yeah, sorry, Kieran. I'm presuming, like I say, mate, you were referring to your club's next game there. So apologies if I'm not quite following it. As you can understand, this game today quite lively. And a shot there for Tottenham, and the referee is giving another free kick here for what? Honestly, I can't believe how many times this referee has stopped the game in this second half. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I'll give him that one. It is a foul, but it's not a nasty one. It's just trying to defend the ball. But yeah, I suppose it's just the way it is these days. Players make a meal of it, don't they? But we have a free kick for Arsenal right on the edge of the Tottenham box. This is really close to go, literally almost level with the line of the box, guys. 77 and a half minutes gone, and this is a really good opportunity for Arsenal to kill the game off. DNA football is saying, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I want Arsenal win the league. Yeah, nice one, DNA football. Thanks for that, mate. And always a pleasure to have fans involved. And yeah, Liverpool is a fantastic club. I do. So it's always great to have Liverpool fans coming, getting involved. And yeah, absolutely. I think I'm the same, mate. Don't want to see nothing against Man City. Sorry, just break off again. And the shot comes in from the free kick, but it's high and wide, and that'll be Tottenham goal kick. But yeah, sorry, DNA football. Absolutely, mate. I think a lot of fans are wanting to see Arsenal win it this season, just simply because I think we're all just tired of seeing Man City keep winning it and not having more competition for the title. So yeah, I totally understand that, mate. And thank you very much for letting us know which club you support. That would always be a positive. And as you will find, Joey, one of the members of the Fanden community in the chat, is also a Liverpool fan. So I'm sure you guys will be able to enjoy some interesting Liverpool debate. If you're involved, mate. Thank you very much for that. DNA Football also saying they will win it for sure. Yeah, they are looking very strong. I've got to be honest, got to agree with you there, mate. If it stays like this, it will see Arsenal at the top of the league on 47 points. So that would leave that would be pulling away even more from Man City, wouldn't it? The ball is out on this near side for a throw-in to Arsenal. But yeah, thanks for that, DNA Football. Joey's saying, same here, DNA Football. Yeah, absolutely. Joey is a massive Liverpool fan, so I'm sure you guys will enjoy some conversation. Thanks for that, Joey. Mercy Rich, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Arsenal is doing good. Absolutely, yeah. Welcome to the show, mate. Welcome to Fanden. And yeah, absolutely, totally agree. Arsenal really putting in some great performances at the minute. Tottenham in possession now on the halfway line as they look to move the ball down this near side to Richarlison. And Richarlison under pressure from Arsenal. And a challenge comes in. And yet again, the referee has stopped for another free kick. It is a foul. It is a foul, to be fair. But it's still a soft one, if you ask me. It's a soft one. I don't know why the Arsenal player's done that. It was obvious it was going to give away a free kick there. So why wrap his leg around him like that? I don't know. But we have another free kick for Tottenham on this near side. And shot, swing, the cross comes in. And it's Rick, the keeper, that manages to get a hand on it and knock it away. But and now Son with another cross into the box from the rebound. And it's still in the box. Richarlison chipping it in again. and Tottenham managing to pick it up inside the box. Another cross comes in. It's just bouncing about at the minute inside the box, and it's fallen to Richarlison. He's crossed it in again, but Tottenham unable to clear. Sorry, Arsenal unable to clear their lines at the moment. With Tottenham still keeping possession, and the shot finally comes in, but the goalkeeper has managed to get down to it and get control of it, and the pressure there relieved for Arsenal. But a good spell of attacking possession there for Tottenham, but some good defending for Arsenal, and it keeps Tottenham out from getting a goal. And now now Arsenal up the other end of the pitch now on the edge of the Tottenham box. And they're just passing it amongst themselves just in front of the Tottenham goal area. And a cross comes in and it's deflected away. And now Tottenham pick it up again and look to move it up the field, but lose possession on the halfway line to Arsenal. And Arsenal now come again down this near side. And Tottenham regain possession with Lloris at the back. Not much coming to that then for Arsenal. Long ball up the field from Tottenham, and Spurs with Harry Kane in cross into the box, and Son with an effort on goal, but it's high, and I think it's took a deflection, but it's gone over the bar, and I think it's took a deflection, so we're going to see a corner on this near side for Spurs. But yeah, Harry Kane coming down this left-hand side for that opportunity. Cut it back. Son with a really good effort, but it took a deflection. And now we've got a a corner on this near side for Spurs. Corner comes in right into the mix of the players. It's headed clear, but Tottenham pick it up again on this near side. And another cross into the box, and the goalkeeper managing to get down to it and deflected away. But it's deflected up the pitch, and Tottenham pick it up again and build again from the halfway line. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do feel free to get involved in the chat. Drop your comments in. We'll come back to the comments in a minute, but just bear with me, guys. It's a bit lively at the minute to break off from the game. Tottenham still in possession on the far side as they look to try and probe the Arsenal defence again. Son on right on the edge of the box on the far side, and Arsenal player manages to get a foot in and knock it out for a throw in to Tottenham on that far side. Now we're going to see an Arsenal substitution. So 84, just coming up towards 85 minutes gone, guys, and we're going to see an Arsenal substitution. We're also seeing that Richarlison is protesting with the referee on that far side. Tottenham not happy that Arsenal player going off is walking off and not speeding up the substitution. So throw in for Tottenham on the far side, level with the Arsenal goal box. Throwing comes in, long throw into the box, headed away by Arsenal, and it's back out again on that far side for another throw into Tottenham. Another throw into the box, and it's deflected. And now we've caught another free kick again. I'm not convinced with all these free kicks, guys. I'm really not. But yeah, thank you, Marcy. Roach, good opportunity to quickly come to some comments while the referee sorts that out. We've got a free kick on the edge of the Arsenal box here. And it looks like we're also going to see two substitutions for Tottenham. Stevie Allen saying hello and welcome to all new fans joining. Absolutely nice one, Stevie. Thanks for that, mate. Ryan edits. Come on, you Spurs. Obviously a Tottenham fan. Nice to see. I think you're first Tottenham fan to come and join today, mate. So that's nice to see a Spurs fan in the chat. So welcome, Ryan. Welcome to Fanden. Great to see you, mate. Obviously disappointing so far for your team, but good to see that the performance has improved in the second half from a Spurs point of view, to make it a bit more competitive. So we've got a free kick coming for Spurs on the edge of the box on that far side of the pitch, and it's Son to take it. Son has yet again took another one, and it's ricocheted off the wall. I don't know why he keeps doing that, because he's not doing very well today at getting the ball over the wall. It's the second opportunity that Son has had for Tottenham, and he's blasted it straight at the wall, the defensive wall. Now Tottenham managing to get a shot in. I don't think he actually intended that to be a shot, but the goalkeeper has managed to save it, and now the goalkeeper moves the ball, throws the ball out quick to Saka on that far side to get Arsenal on the move up the pitch quickly. And Arsenal managing to get the ball up the pitch, but now they've knocked it out themselves on this near side for a throw-in to Tottenham, midway inside the Tottenham half of the pitch. We're just seeing another the substitution for Tottenham. "88 minutes gone, guys, and it's still 2-0 Arsenal, and it's Kulishev that's come off, and Lennogley, and it's Jill and Davis coming on for Tottenham. Arsenal now in possession on this near side, and it's ricocheted off Dyer and gone out for a throw-in to Arsenal on this near side, quite close to the Tottenham box. So yeah, thanks for that, Ryan. Great to see you, mate. Joey is saying, "Is that come on, you Spurs, Ryan?" Yeah, Joey, I think that's what it means, mate. Yeah, come on, you Spurs. And we're just seeing, guys, that the camera angle's showing a lot of the Spurs fans leaving early. Obviously, that's a sign of their frustration with their team's performance. And the ball throw-in taken, and Spurs managing to regain possession and now get the ball up the field with Son on the edge of the box. And he tries to play on to another player who clearly wasn't looking at what Son was doing. And Son showing some serious frustration there towards his teammate who just didn't read what he was trying to do. And Arsenal regain possession inside their own box. Long ball up the field from the Arsenal keeper. And the referee has blown a whistle. What's he blowing the whistle for here? Oh my God, the referee has just blown the whistle for a free kick for something, I have got no idea why. There was no sign of any challenge, anything nasty there, and the referee blown it. And surprise, surprise, the free kick's taken, it's up the other end of the pitch, and now he's blown again for another free kick. Honest to God, these referees need to go and have some training about what football is about. Because I swear that some of these guys think this is rugby and that you should keep sending players to the sin bin or something, because some of the referees just don't let the game flow, do they, guys? I don't know if you feel that way, but I feel that way, that some of these referees just do not let the game flow. And it's so frustrating when you keep seeing the game interrupted because of stupid little judgments that are considered fouls that are just not fouls. They're just coming togethers of players. A long ball up the field for Arsenal. And Spurs managed to pick up the possession on that far side. Arsenal knock it out, and it's a throw into Tottenham. Tottenham take the throw in quickly. We're into added on time now, guys. 5 minutes added on time. 91 minutes gone. So we're 1 minute into the added on time. If you guys want to have your say, please do drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear your thoughts before the end of the stream. And we'll have a bit of conversation with you guys after the game. If you want to drop your comments in the chat, it'd be great to hear from you. So Tottenham, the ball currently with the Arsenal goalkeeper Ramsdale, who was encouraging his teammates to get up the pitch. Keeper kicks it long up the field, and the possession ends up with Tottenham deep inside their own half of the pitch. And now Tottenham with a long ball forward, but it's intercepted by Arsenal. And surprise, surprise, the referee has blown for another free kick. This guy is doing my head in today, guys. I'm fed up with this referee. All he is doing is stopping the game at every opportunity. I get that some of these are fouls, but some of them haven't been fouls. They've just been players coming together naturally as they would challenge. It annoys me. The reason it annoys me so much is because when you get referees like this and it's becoming common, we're getting to the point where the game is being damaged because the referees are not allowing for challenges. And tackling is part of the game. It is part of the game. So why we need referees that want to stop the game for every slight coming together is just it doesn't reflect what the game's about. We love football. Why do we love football? Part of the game is tackles. So when referees are not taking that into account and they're blowing the whistle for every challenge, they're not taking into account that tackling is part of the game. We're just seeing a double substitution for Arsenal. Apologies, I missed who it was because of me ranting and raving. So apologies for that, guys. But I'm just expressing my frustration. I get that there's fouls when it's needed, fair enough. But we don't want to see the referees micromanage games. Part of what we love about the game is players putting in that effort and their hunger and desire to get in challenges and win the ball back. And when you've got referees micromanaging the game, it spoils that. Arsenal now with possession, throwing on the near side as they push the ball, clear the ball back up into their own half of the pitch to keep possession. And now the goalkeeper with a long ball back down the field, and it's headed on by Tottenham, and it goes out on this near side for a throw into Tottenham after taking a deflection from an Arsenal player. Tottenham now with a throw-in, and they take the throw-in and move the ball back to Lloris, the keeper. Lloris with a long ball forward. We're almost at the end of extra time, guys. 94 minutes gone. 94 and a half minutes gone. So only just less than 30 seconds to go now. You can hear the Arsenal fans in full voice in the Tottenham stadium. I'm sure the Arsenal fans are absolutely loving that. And now Tottenham build again as they try to find some kind of consolation. But the fact of the matter is they've just not been at the races today, if we're honest. And now Tottenham with a cross into the box from this near side. And that sums up Tottenham's performance as Ramsdale, the Arsenal keeper, gathers the ball and collects it for Tottenham. So sorry, on behalf of his team, Arsenal. And it looks like he just took a little bit of a knock to his leg, but he looks to be okay. But he clears the ball up the field, and there goes the full-time whistle. So in the North London derby, guys, it's finished Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. And to be fair, it's a deserved win for Arsenal. Oh, we're just seeing Richarlison. Oh, we're just seeing some afters here, guys. We've got fans trying to get at the Arsenal players and the Ramsey, the goalkeeper, Arsenal's goalkeeper. Oh, it's really going off here. We've got a whole melee of players and even supporters getting involved in this right near the Arsenal goal box. Ramsdale, the Arsenal goalkeeper, was challenged by Richarlison initially on the final as the final whistle was blown, and before we know it, it basically resulted in a whole melee of players coming together. And we're still seeing some afters here, guys, just trying to work out what's going on. But the Arteta, the manager, trying to tell his players to just walk away from what is going on at that far end of the pitch, away from their own supporters. Arteta encouraging the players to get up the other end of the pitch and go and celebrate with their own fans. Yeah, definitely got a bit heated. Couldn't see all of what was going on there, guys, but there was definitely, as the final whistle went, there was an issue at one end of the pitch as the final whistle went. Richarlison went over to challenge the Arsenal goalkeeper after the final whistle had gone, and they got in a bit of a heated debate. And before you knew it, it was right at the edge of the goal mouth and close to the stand. And then fans started coming out of the stand trying to get involved. Security had to come and get involved. And before you knew where you were, we had Arsenal, Tottenham, security and fans all coming together at that far end of the pitch. Luckily, the situation seems to have been calmed down and diffused, but that was a real potential flashpoint there. And I'm sure that the Premier League and the FA might have some kind of statement to make, and possibly a punishment when they look back at that and analyse the footage of how that came about. It happened so quickly, guys, I wasn't even able to see why it happened. All I was able to see was Richarlison walked over towards the Arsenal keeper as the final whistle went, and they started to get quite heated. And before you knew where you were, like I say, it ended up right at the side of the goal on that end of the pitch, and a lot of people getting involved in that. So I'm sure that we're going to be hearing a bit more about that in the next 24 hours as the FA and the EPL analyse the footage of that. But there you go, guys. This is why we love derbies, innit? It gets heated, it gets passionate, and that is why we love football. So, yeah, just thought I'd kind of keep you guys up to date as much as possible with that as it was developing. But yeah, not always a great idea to go and have an issue in front of the home fans, is it? But that, guys, if you just joined us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. I'm just trying to see. It was just showing a bit of a replay of that afters, but I'm sure we'll be hearing about that in the next 24 hours. Joey's saying thought it was, but you never know these days with some abbreviations, laugh out. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. Can't argue with you there, mate. You're spot on. You're absolutely spot on. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to watch this back, what actually happened here. But it definitely got quite heated. And like I say, got to the point where the security had to get involved. One of the fans trying to climb over the stand, advertising to get towards the Arsenal goalkeeper. And I don't know why fans would do that, because you risk getting yourself banned from future games for invading the pitch, even if the whistle has gone. Luckily, Arteta, the manager, very intelligently seeing that he wanted to keep his players out of all that what was going on, and ordering his players to get down the other end of the pitch and celebrate with their own fans. But yeah, I'm sure, like I say, guys, we'll be hearing more about that in the next few hours and days. But yeah, absolutely, Joey. I think you're spot on there, mate. I totally know what you mean. Sometimes when I'm talking to some of these youngsters on social media and they're giving me these abbreviations, I'm like, can you speak English, please? I'm not understanding what you're saying. So I know exactly what you mean in there, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. And like I say, guys, if you got any final thoughts, please do let me know and share your thoughts in the chat before we call it a night and end the stream. It'd be great to hear from any of your thoughts on this game or any other games from this weekend's fixtures. Like I say, for this one, my quick analogy of the overview of the game. Arsenal started off at a frantic place. Tottenham did start off, I'd say, the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they did start reasonably well. They tried to match Arsenal's intensity. But once Arsenal slotted that first goal in, it was all Arsenal in that in that first half. They was just unstoppable. You could see the confidence flowing through the Arsenal players in that first half. Really confident on the ball, passing it around with some real swagger and a hunger to impress their fans. And like I say, that was how the first half went. In the second half, Tottenham with a much improved performance, but still not enough to get themselves back in the game. They did create some good opportunities. It did become more end-to-end. And like I say, I'm sure there'll be a lot of question marks asked from the Tottenham fans' point of view to why the players weren't prepared better from the start of the whistle. Just simply because, like I say, guys, for me, I have no preference. I was watching this completely as a neutral. But you would think when you local rivals are riding high at the top of the league, you can see that they're looking pretty invincible. They're beating everybody else. Nobody's getting a scratch on them, apart from, obviously, with the exception of Newcastle holding them to a draw. The evidence was there for Tottenham to do their study and their homework about how well Arsenal were playing. And you would have expected that Tottenham would have played better in that first half and been better prepared for what Arsenal was going to bring to the table. And for me, I think that Tottenham hadn't done enough of their homework or wasn't prepared mentally for what Arsenal were going to bring. And if Tottenham fans are upset with that first half performance, then they have every right to be. But we take nothing away from Arsenal. Arsenal just looking unbelievable at the minute. The confidence in that team is just amazing, and it's going to take something special for a team to stop them and give them a bit of humble pie, so to speak, because Arsenal the players just look amazing at the minute, looking like they're full of confidence and they're really hungry to win the Premier League. And it's really nice to see that, to be honest. But yeah, from a Tottenham point of view, it's totally understandable that the Tottenham fans may be very unhappy with the performance from their team today, and I can understand why after that first half display. But like I say, take nothing away from Arsenal. They came with a game plan. They stuck to their game plan, and it worked absolutely fantastic for them in that first half. They nailed it. They kept Tottenham pinned back for a large portion of that first half. Tottenham's really struggling to get out their own half. And like I say, it took till the second half till Tottenham started to get some possession and create some opportunities themselves. But like I say, I will do have a bit of sympathy for the Tottenham fans with that. Like I said, for me, guys, I'm completely neutral in this one. But analysing it as a neutral, it's understandable why Tottenham fans would be very unhappy with the way their team performed in that first half. Your local rivals are riding high. They're full of confidence. You know they're going to come with their A game. And your players don't step up enough to the plate. And that's the reality from a Spurs point of view. So, like I say, if you guys got any thoughts, please do quickly drop your comments in. It'd be great to hear from you before we call it an end to the stream. Like I say, guys, I keep pointing it out. We are not a club channel. We are very much a fan channel. So we want you guys to feel welcome to get involved in the Fandom project. And the best way you can do that is getting involved in the live chat on the show. You can also come on the channel with me to arrange that. You need to get in touch with me on social media. And you can also get involved in other stuff that we're doing around the Fandom project involving social media as well. So like I say, be great to see you guys come and get involved. So just to let you guys know what happened in the earlier kickoffs before we call it a day. It finished in the early kickoff. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 1, Fulham 0, and in the Scottish Cup semi-final, which is the Scottish League Cup, it finished Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1, and that was after extra time as well, guys. So Aberdeen giving Rangers a stiff test in the semi-final there, and now that means it's an all Glasgow derby in the Scottish League Cup final. So there you go, guys. Um, So anyway, guys, it doesn't appear we're getting any thoughts from you guys at the end of that one. So I think I'm going to call it a day because give me a chance to jump off and get a few other bits done as well. And plus, I'm also off out tonight as well to see family. So yeah, thank you very much for all you guys. Fantastic comments in the chat. It's been a really enjoyable stream. We've had a few new fans come and get involved, which is great to see. And also, massive shout out to the fans that come and support the channel regularly and make the effort to be a big part of the fandom community. Special thanks to Joey and Kieran, who I think have been involved quite a long time. I know Joey's definitely been involved for all the stream today, on the majority of it. So thank you, Joey. Special thanks to you, mate. Also, Kieran, who's also been quite active today as well in the chat. So thanks to you, mate. And Dylan, who was active in the first half. And also a special thanks to our moderator, Stevie, who is always doing the hard work behind the scenes. Just going to read the last few comments before we call it a night. She keeps replaying the highlights of that coming together at the end of the game, guys. So I'm sure you'll be seeing some of that later. Billy, random clips. How's it going, Billy? Welcome to the show. Although the show is almost over, but very much appreciate you dropping in. Anyway, mate, thank you. Billy's saying Spurs were not good today. No, absolutely not. Spurs started that first half really poorly, mate. Really poor. And there's no excuse either. They knew they was going to face a serious threat from Arsenal. So it is going to be totally understandable that they're going to get a lot of criticism from their own fans for that poor performance today, and rightly so. Like I say, we watched it here, watched it completely as a neutral, but obviously as a neutral, it gives us a great opportunity to analyse things from both sides of the table, so to speak. And like I say, I'm sure that Arsenal fans will be very proud of their team's performance, and rightly so. They really look full of confidence at the minute. Look at a real team. But from the Spurs point of view, Spurs fans will have every right to be grumbling and complaining about the fact their team they should have been better prepared. For me, guys, they should have simply been better prepared. You know your rivals are at the top of the table. You know, you're seeing how well they're playing. You're seeing that no other team is giving them a serious challenge, obviously with the exception of Newcastle. So you know they're coming to your place and they're going to be well up for it. They're going to be riding high. They're going to be full of confidence. And it's up to Spurs to match that. And they just didn't. So if the Tottenham fans are unhappy, it's absolutely totally understandable. Billy is saying, have a great evening. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate that, mate. Obviously, really appreciate you guys and the positivity you show in the chat. It's really, really always appreciated. I can't stress that enough. Joey is saying, cheers for a good stream, guys. Have a good evening. No worries, Joey. Joey, thanks for that, mate. And really appreciate your support and you welcoming also being a very positive member of the fandom community today as well, welcoming all the new fans that we've had involved. You, Stevie, and I think Dylan also embraced the new fans as well earlier as well. So massive shout out to you, Joey, for that. Thank you very much, mate. I'm really honest. It doesn't go unnoticed, as I've said, mate. So that's it from me, guys. Obviously, want to just say thank you to all you guys that have come and got involved today. It's been a really positive stream. and really positive chat as well. Always great to see you guys getting on in the chat as well, and that's part of what we want to build here with Fanden, to create not only a fan channel, but a positive fan community around the project for you guys to enjoy being involved in. And that is only achieved with the fantastic support you guys show, and also the great effort you guys make to be positive with new fans that come and get involved. So, like I say, massive thanks to you guys for that. So, like I say, guys, sorry, just what's going on there? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So, like I say, guys, thank you very much for your for you guys coming getting involved. Really appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully I will see you guys in future streams. But for now, that's it from me. Take care, look after yourselves, and stay safe. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.